Hey, hi, how are you? It's Chris again. Welcome back to my channel. This is gonna go up late on Monday. Sometime on Monday, but late on Monday. But a very busy weekend. It's Sunday now, and I'm going to film this, but I still have to do dishes, and I need to make dinner, and it's late, so we're gonna make dinner late. This is not what's from the market, not this. This is from the market, not these. I got 2 pints of raspberries, a pint of snap snow peas, and what else did I get? Oh, a bunch of tomatoes. So I'd been thinking the whole time, this is just to keep this better till tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to stick it in here, so we'll be using it tomorrow. That's just rosemary. That's because I snapped that piece into the end. And I've got some time. Whatever I don't use of these in tomorrow's meal, if I won't use it by the next like 2 days after that, I'm just going to end up putting them in. At least the rosemary will go in to some honey to infuse. But since I was getting everything ready for dinner tonight, I figured I'd do this. Anyway, I also bought some spinach to go with tonight's dinner. And then we have the 2.5 pounds of chicken. I don't need all of this, so half of it's going to go for tomorrow night. Well, hello, Proby. Hello, Chip. I hear you. It's night-night time. I know I'm up and talking and filming, but it's night-night time, sir. I just wanted the peeling off my fingers because I'm going to be cutting this chicken in just a second. Oh, I also bought asparagus at the farmer's market. I'm literally just going to take this chicken out and cut it up. So I figured, because I was like contemplating what in the world I could make for you guys, considering I'd already made asparagus. I do have 2 different stalks of asparagus for this week. But we eat asparagus a lot, like a lot. And I usually make it like the same way almost every time. So I was like, oh, well, how am I going to show off making asparagus when I've already done it? And I don't know what I'm going to do with the snap peas. And then I thought of like 2 different recipes I wanted, but to be honest, this one was what I wanted with pasta. So, that's what we're doing. I'm just cubing my chicken breast. And then I'll wash my hands. And while this sautés with some herbs and some butter, I will shell the peas. And probably save most of the pea pods for my guinea. It's actually Hopi's guinea, but the mice don't like the pea pods themselves. The mice only like the peas inside, and the guinea likes both. Let me wash my hands. Vintage reproduction apron in a really old dress of mine that I now use for nightgown. Hi, Proby. We're galloping wiser. Onion. Garlic. Pepper. And just some Greek blend. This Greek blend has pretty much replaced my Mrs. Dash garlic and herb. But if I were to run out and couldn't replace it, I would just get Mrs. Dash garlic and herb. So I'm going to turn this on to about medium while I shell these in a bowl. As you can see, the raspberries kind of leaked on some of my pods, but that's okay. Set you right there because I need to wash you, and I'm the only one that does the dishes at the moment. Oh yeah, being in the cold really did not help your snap peadness. I've got limp peas. My pea is limp. My poor limp peas. Actually, since the weather was like 90 some degrees on Saturday, or yeah, Saturday morning when I went, it was like 91 already. I didn't go for early in the morning. I went right before noon, so I went around 11. And then I brought the stuff back and put it directly in the fridge because we were going out. The sudden change in both temperatures, I'm sure, didn't do very much good for the peas. I keep getting a whiff of the pepper up my nose and it's making me want to sneeze. Those are some big peas. You guys don't need to watch me do this all to the peas. I'm just going to keep doing this. Until all of my peas are out of their shells. And then I'll be back and hopefully the chicken will be browning enough by then that I can start adding in some of the other ingredients. And then while the noodles cook, I'll do some of my dishes. I'll finish them up after we eat. I must do dishes. Not even remotely brown enough yet. This is all of the peas I got out of there. So I'm going to let the chicken cook, and then I'll get back with you guys after I do some dishes and let the chicken cook. It's going to cook more with the sauce, but I want it brown enough to where I don't feel like I'm sticking food in with raw chicken. But, you know, It's not going to be done by the time the sauce is done. Dishes time. No idea what my phone just did. Anyway, I threw water in here because I need to get the vegetables cooking down before I build the cream sauce. And then I'm gonna have to move you guys because where I have you set right now, I have this rack, which is fine, but also I need to move it so I can use my other big burner for my pasta, and I'm not sure what kind of pasta I'm throwing in this yet. Anyway, the spinach is going to take less time. I'm not adding any of the cream stuff just yet. I am going to dump in my peas. Very good. I snuck a bite. But I'm going to let that come to a boil for a few minutes, and I'll be back with you guys as I get the pasta going. No dishwasher on yet because it summons demons. It goes rah, rah, rah. I decided right here that since the pot was coming to a boil for the noodles and the chicken was making noise in the pan, everything was going louder, that I was going to just do a voiceover. I'm just throwing together a salad mix that we'd had in the refrigerator for about a week that needed to be eaten. It's one of the chopped salad mixes together. And here I'm just using one of my clean pans to go ahead and do it because, you know, why not use what you have on hand? I'm going to throw some extra cheese in there because I do it every time I make a pre-made salad. I'd never think there's enough cheese. And I'm going to mix this up and then set it in my refrigerator to wait until everything's done cooking so that we have cold salad. It's not wilted. I'm going to add some jarred crushed garlic into my chicken and peas and water at the moment because I never think there's enough garlic in anything. And then I'm going to add about 3/4 of my bag of spinach, which you'll see in just a second. Some Parmesan cheese and some of the Daisy brand sour cream ranch dip, and some milk. That sour cream ranch dip from Daisy is the best ranch dip I have found yet, and the best onion dip I've found yet, but I've only found it at Walmart. So, and now I'm cutting up one of the tomatoes that I got at the farmer's market so that I have that for my salad and setting it in the refrigerator. I'm going to cook this down so everything melts together and incorporates and the spinach is done. Yeah, baby. What? Whatever will there be next? Heavy. If my farmer's market had had spinach, I would have gotten it. They had some early greens, but they didn't have spinach. But I didn't want to use canned spinach. In the salad, we just needed to use up. I only cut up enough tomato for myself because Martin doesn't really do tomatoes too often. Another big chunk of radish. We don't eat that. And if I'm making the salad at home from a kit, I always add extra cheese. That looks good. I did not rinse my pasta. I didn't want to stop the cooking process. They were just like 2 to 3 minutes short of being done, so I stuck them in here. Stay. Right there. Right there. Those tomatoes are so good, y'all. Yeah. Whoops. You can hear that my other burner is still hot. I'll get a picture of the pan for you guys because I didn't take any chicken into my... This will go in Martin lunches for work. The pasta is nummy. You can already tell just because I've tasted the sauce. And I can smell it. I'm trying to make sure I get peas on my fork. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Just what I wanted. I'm going to go eat. I will share a picture of nummy food. Trying to stir it up so I can get some peas up on top. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. And apparently now if I wave my arm, my thing goes on. The outside of my chicken is mostly brown. I am aware that it is nowhere near being fully cooked.